Hello everyone, Ken and Loy here, this time with, at least in my opinion, the long-awaited start of Half-Life 2. And this is actually Half-Life 2 update that is on the Steam store. So, briefly mentioning, the difference between Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 2 update is that Half-Life 2 update is a community-made mod that makes it look a little bit better. The only thing that I personally noticed was that the lighting effects were a bit better, and that's primarily it. So if you do only have the base game of Half-Life 2, or you just choose not to download Half-Life 2 update because it's free if you have the base game on Steam, you're not really missing out on much. So going in the options here, we are actually going to go through the game on hard difficulty. It has 3 different difficulties, and you can actually switch them out at any time, even in-game, I think. On easy mode, obviously, enemies are easy to defeat, and the computer actually helps you aim, supposedly. Normal mode, challenging enemies, your weapons do normal damage, and hard, your weapons are less effective. So we're going to apply that. The reason why I'm doing hard mode is because when I played on normal mode, the last time I played this game, I didn't really have very many problems. So, for an extra challenge, put it on hard mode. And then pretty much standard first-person shooter controls. I might modify the sensitivity once we get in the game here. And the resolution, I'm going to probably keep it at 720, because when I change it to 1080p, it makes the lettering extremely tiny. And this game was originally made in 2005. Let me think. That's about 14 years ago. So 1080p wasn't a thing back then. So I'm going to switch it back to 1280 through 720 at this time. And I do have all the graphics as good as they can get it here, as far as I'm aware. So, without further ado, let's get started. And there are 13 different chapters in this game, or 14 if you count the credits, and Chapter 1, point insertion. So start new game. Half-Life 2.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
How about that for an intro? Yes, I'm gonna need to change the sensitivity. What about that? Yeah, that should be good.
I didn't see you get on.
Well, you know what? What if I came in from on top?
This is my 3rd transfer this year.
Ouch. That's gotta be tough.
No matter how many times I've been relocated, I never get used to it. Well, end of the line.
Maybe I'm gonna raise that just a tiny bit more. Yeah.
Welcome to City 17. You have chosen
Ow.
or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining
So
urban
yes,
centers.
welcome to City 17.
I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home. And so, whether you are here to stay or passing through on your way to parts unknown, welcome to City 17. It's safer here.
It's safer here.
But this stuff, it's all I have left. All right, I'm moving. Jeez.
Were you the only ones on that train?
I guess. So the reason why I decided to start this while I currently have 2 projects going is that since they're
Welcome.
so
Welcome to
long,
City 17.
I thought that
You
taking a
have
break
chosen
from it
or been chosen
and
to
having
relocate
something
to
new,
one of
especially
our
since
finest
Half-Life 2
remaining urban
is
centers.
shorter in comparison to
I
those
thought
2
so much of
projects,
City 17
that
I elected
this would
to
be a good thing to
establish
kind of
my
add a
administration
little bit
here
of variety at this
in the
time.
citadel so
Don't drink the water.
thoughtfully provided
They
by
put something in it
our
to make you forget.
I've been
I don't even remember how I got here.
17 myself.
Well,
And
thanks
so,
for the warning,
whether you
sir.
are here to stay or passing through on your way to parts unknown,
And I'm also kind of exploring
to
the
City
beginning
17.
part and talking to more
It's
people
safer.
than I usually
They're
do.
always departing, but they never arrive. And the ones that do arrive, they never leave. You never see them go. They're always full. No one ever gets on, but they're always departing, but they never arrive.
I think this guy lost it.
I see they took your suitcase too. They can't get away with this much longer. I'm working up the nerve to go on.
welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen
Dr.
or
Breen
been
again?
chosen to relocate
I was hoping I'd
to
seen the
one
last
of
of
our
him in
finest
City
remaining
14.
urban
I
centers.
wouldn't say that too loud.
I
This
thought
is his
so
base
much
of
City
operations.
17 that I elected to
So yes,
establish
apparently the
my
administrator there
administration
is
here
named Dr.
in
Breen.
the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home. And so, whether you are here to stay or
All right,
passing
fine, be that
through
way.
on your way to parts unknown, welcome to City
Well, you don't have to put a gun at me, sheesh. Fine. Security, ooh. And this character is named Gordon Freeman, so...
This must be a mistake. I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
This is shady as all get out. Fine. If I don't want to. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
About that beer I owed you.
Excuse me.
It's me, Gordon. Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warnings.
So
yeah,
did
you
I.
and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Oh, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
Okay, Gordon. You're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover.
We'll see you, Barney. Good luck.
Pile up some stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the plaza. I'll meet up with you later.
And Gordon Freeman is a silent protagonist, so you won't be hearing anything from him specifically. Which is kind of unique. There aren't very many games. Well, actually, Half-Life 2 might be. Well, then again, the Fatal Bullet series more or less has a silent protagonist, or at least in cutscenes, but this one is the main one I can think of that has a silent protagonist in it. So. Okay. Well, you know what? Take that. You can't catch me, I'm the free man.
Biological impulses, with all its associated hopes and fears for the future of the species.
He moves really fast while you jump. That's interesting.
Do our benefactors really know what's best for us?
Oh no, he still wants me.
Will they ever deactivate the suppression field and let us breed again? Allow me to address the anxieties underlying your concerns, rather than try to answer every possible question you might have left unvoiced. First, let us consider the fact that for the first time ever, as a species, immortality is in our reach. This simple fact has far-reaching implications. It requires radical rethinking and revision of our genetic imperatives.
If this is what immortality looks like, I don't think people want it, considering
in direct opposition to our neural.
This is more or less a dictatorship,
I find it
and that doesn't
helpful at
usually
times
bode
like
very
these
well.
to remind myself that our true enemy is instinct. Instinct was our mother when we were an infant species. Instinct coddled us, kept us safe in those hardscrabble years when we hardened our sticks and cooked our first meals above a meager fire and
I actually, whenever I have played this game, especially when I was a kid, like, I never really stuck around this main area, so I'm kind of taking my time and absorbing more of the beginning part than I usually do.
Instinct has just become aware of its irrelevance. And like a cornered beast, it will not go down without a bloody fight. Instinct would inflict a fatal injury on our species. Instinct creates its own oppressors.
Especially listening to Dr. Breen here.
Instinct tells us that the unknown is a threat rather than an opportunity. Instinct slyly and covertly compels us away from change and progress.
How long is this
Instinct,
speech?
therefore, must be expunged. It must be fought tooth and nail, beginning with the basest of human urges, the urge to reproduce. We should thank our benefactors for giving us respite from this overpowering force. They have thrown a switch and exercised.
And there's the Citadel over there. Look how huge it is. They have given
us the strength we never could have summoned.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move on because I don't know how long that speech is, and I want to continue. So yes, you can definitely see the oppression here. And that thing is something we're gonna fight later. And since this is hard mode, oh boy, this is gonna be something.
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block. They have no reason to come to our place. Don't worry, they'll find one.
Well, that doesn't sound good. So these guys here are called the Combine. And we'll see plenty of them. Don't worry.
Oh, I thought you were a cop.
He's one of us.
How do you know that? I just got here.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
Well, I'm gonna go this way.
I can't take it anymore.
Attention, residents. Miscount detectives in your block.
In here!
Cooperation
Okay.
with your
For the
citizen
roof!
protection.
There's no time to lose!
Okay, I'm working on it. Can only run so fast.
Residents. This block contains
Well,
potential
jumping.
citizen
I'm fast
residents.
jumping for some reason.
Informed.
Get in here, quick!
Cooperate.
I'm going. So this is what happens when you're being chased by the police for literally no reason. Now we're gonna go ninja here. You don't have to shoot at me. Come on, guys. We're all friends here. I'm just Spider-Man walking across the roofs of these random houses. If I don't get stuck on some stuff. I just got here like 10 minutes ago. Why are they already shooting at me? Oh no, going back now. Uh-oh. Ouch.
Here! Ha, no, you don't!
Well, now it's time for the Combine to get their beating quota.
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
How did you guess?
You better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
Slow to wake? Have you seen
Dr.
them?
Kleiner said you'd be coming this way. I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map.
Who needs a map these days, right?
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though. Man, a few words, aren't you?
I guess so.
Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen. Through here.
Now that's some fancy scientist secret entrance stuff.
Funny, you showing up on this day in particular.
Oh yeah? And Alex Vance, who needs stairs?
We've been helping people escape the city on foot. It's a dangerous route to my father's lab, through the old canals. Today, we're finally on the verge of having a better way. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Why, thank you.
Oh, and by the way, nice to finally meet you.
Blast that little... Where did she get to? Lamar! Come out of there!
Uh-oh, everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, almost all right. Lamar has gotten out of her crate again. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect Barney of trapping and... My goodness. Gordon Freeman. It really is you, isn't it?
I found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time. Alex has just installed the final piece for our resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well, is it here? There you are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive.
How so? I didn't even
We
do
can't
anything.
keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
That's right, Barney. This is a red letter day. We'll inaugurate the new teleport with a double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
What cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the honor.
I've got to get back on my shift, but okay.
What is this, Barney? Your lunch break?
Here we go. Ah! Damn it, get it off me!
Lamar, there you
I
are.
thought you got rid of that pest.
Certainly not. Never fear, Gordon. She's de-beaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head, fruitlessly.
Get that thing away from me!
Here, my pet. Hop up. No, not up there. No. Careful, Lamar. Those are quite fragile. Oh, fie. It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
Yeah, longer if we're lucky.
Barney, you're not an animal person.
So this is what happens when you have the infamous head crab as a pet.
Well, Gordon, go ahead. Slip into your suit now.
Alright, time to get our power suit of awesomeness.
Well, Gordon, I see your HEV suit still fits you like a glove. At least the glove parts do.
What are you
I've
implying,
made a few
Dr. Kleiner?
modifications, but I'll just acquaint you with the essentials. Now, let's see. The Mark V Hazardous Environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this. At least get that suit juiced up, Gordon.
Good idea. There's a charger on the wall. I've modified your suit to draw power from Combine energy outlets, which are plentiful wherever they patrol.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
so,
let's get this show on the road.
So one of these things, you hold the E key, and you get what is called suit, which is basically extra health, more or less. You have two quote-unquote health bars. You have 100, up to 100 health, and then one up to 100
Well,
suit.
come on. Dr. Cleaner's waiting.
Sheesh, I was explaining stuff.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my word?
Isaac, are you there?
Yes, Eli. Bit of a holdup on this end. You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
That's not who I think it is it?
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
Let's see. The massless field flux should self-limit, and I've clamped the manifold parameters to C base and LT orbifold Hilbert inclusive. Conditions could hardly be more ideal.
That's what you said last time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1. No, fiddlesticks. What now?
Doctor, the plug.
Dear me, you're right. Gordon, would you mind plugging us in?
This is exactly why I have a
Kinda like going
PhD in
this way.
science, right?
Gordon, go right ahead. Very good. Final sequence. Commencing now.
I can't look.
Okay.
Explosions?
Well, did it work?
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work, isn't it?
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
Let's go ahead and bring Gordon through now.
Right you are. Speak to you again in a few moments.
Good job,
So
Gordon.
yes, being
Throwing
an
that
assistant.
switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
Yeah, I know, right, Bonnie?
Your turn.
Barney?
Gee, thanks.
Gordon, as soon as you're in position, we'll send you to Eli's.
and not a moment too soon.
M.I.T. education? Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Pulling
Initialize
plugs
in
and
3,
flipping switches?
2,
That's exactly what you
1.
pay thousands of bucks for,
Barney,
right?
if you'll be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed. We're ready to project you, Gordon. Bon voyage, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Which are...
Final sequence. What the hell? What is it? It's your man, the freaking headhopper! Lamar, heavy! Look out!
Bye, Lamar.
Is Lamar with him? Forget about that thing.
He's coming through, Dad.
What's going on, Judy?
I'm not sure. It seems to be some kind of interference.
Gordon, stay put. We'll get you out of there.
Something's drawing him away.
Am I gonna turn out like that cat?
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Hey, think he's back. I'm getting him out of there. Better just wade into the field, and we'll peel you apart.
Just lost Gordon. What's going on?
I wish I knew. I'm encountering unexpected interference. Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is.
Oh, we're losing it again.
The man I saw. I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman. He didn't come through.
Then where is he?
Behind you. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Gordon, you must get out of here. Run! Get down out of sight. I'll come find you.
Alright. We heard the doc. Run! Where? I have no idea, but... Could someone be so kind to give us a map? No? So I guess that's why the Combine were chasing us were apparently public enemy number 1 for them for some reason.
Hey, Gordon! The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon.
Look
Take
at
the
that.
old canals, right? They'll get you to Eli's lab. It's a dangerous route, but there's a whole network of refugees, and they'll help you if they can. I'd come with you, but I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa. Good luck out there, buddy. You're gonna need it.
Especially in hard mode, yeah, I am gonna need it. So now we have our trusty old friend, the crowbar. For breaking boards, beating heads in, and all manner of things. So one thing I did want to mention is that Half-Life 1, the obvious game before this, they make subtle references to it, but you definitely don't need to play Half-Life 1 in order to get into this game. And the music is just superb in this game. Ow. And now I can actually surrender. Oh no, you don't. Also, I think being higher difficulty, all it does is add more health to the enemies. I don't think it actually makes them do more damage than they do. Could be wrong. Ouch. And we even have a flashlight. We'll be using that plenty later on, I'm sure. Optimize for comfort and to give yourself a flashlight. Root canal. So now we have... This is the health regen on the wall.
Help me! Stop! We didn't do anything! They'll be looking for you now. You'd better run. There's nothing else you can do here.
Are you kidding? They're already after me. So now we have the trusty handgun, which, to be completely honest, once you get to a certain point in the game, this handgun is practically useless because of how little damage it does. Oh, we have more volunteers. And you can pick up ammo from your enemies. Yay! So with that, I think this is a pretty good point to stop. So this is Half-Life 2 update on hard mode, and thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.